Did you know that the human brain weighs approximately 3 pounds and contains about 100 billion neurons? Fascinating, isn't it? This complex organ, a mysterious marvel of nature, is the conductor of our human symphony. It's ripe with myths and misconceptions that often cloud our understanding. Today, we're setting the stage to debunk some of these common brain myths, separating fact from fiction. So strap in as we prepare to dive deep into the folds of the brain and unravel the truth. Ever heard that we only use 10% of our brain? This popular myth has been floating around for ages, but it's far from reality. In fact, neuroimaging studies consistently demonstrate that different areas of the brain have specific functions, and nearly every part of our gray matter comes alive at different times. Whether it's solving a math problem or daydreaming about a tropical vacation, our brain is always buzzing with activity, so it's safe to say that we use much more than just 10% of our brains. Does listening to Mozart make you a genius? Well, it's a popular myth that classical music, specifically Mozart, can magically boost your IQ. But here's the fact: while music can indeed have cognitive benefits, such as improving mood or aiding concentration, the idea that it permanently increases intelligence isn't well supported by scientific evidence. So, the next time you hit play on your favorite symphony, enjoy it for its soul-stirring melodies and rich harmonies, but don't expect a sudden IQ boost. Believe that brain cells can't regenerate? This common myth paints a rather grim picture. But fear not, the reality is far more promising. The process of neurogenesis, or the formation of new neurons, is a lifelong journey that happens in certain regions of our brains. Particularly the hippocampus, a region associated with memory and learning, is a hotbed for this activity. So, contrary to the myth, our brains are constantly evolving, creating new neurons, a testament to the dynamic nature of our incredible brains. Think your memory works like a video camera? It's a common myth, but the reality is a bit more complex. Unlike a camera that records moments exactly as they happen, our memory is a reconstructive process. It's shaped and influenced by a variety of factors, from our emotions to the context in which the memory was formed. Even cognitive biases come into play. So, when we recall a memory, it's not a perfect replay of events. So, our memories are not as straightforward as a video replay. Does a bigger brain mean higher intelligence? It's a common belief, but the truth is more nuanced. A larger brain doesn't necessarily equate to a higher IQ. Instead, the structure, connectivity, and efficiency of neural networks are vital. It's the complexity of these networks that truly governs our intelligence. So, when it comes to brain size, remember it's not the size of the ship, but the motion of the ocean, or in this case, the complexity of the neural networks. So it's not the size but the complexity that matters. Are you a logical left-brained person, or a creative right-brained individual? This common belief is in fact a myth. Research has shown that both hemispheres of our brain collaborate for most cognitive functions. Yes, there are differences between the two hemispheres, but strict left-right distinctions are oversimplifications. The reality is much more nuanced, with both sides of the brain working together in a complex dance of neural activity. So both sides of our brains work together in harmony. Do brain training games really make you smarter? It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? However, the scientific consensus paints a different picture. While these games may hone specific skills like pattern recognition or speed of processing, their application to overall cognitive enhancement remains a topic of debate. So while these games can be fun and might even sharpen certain abilities, don't count on them to significantly boost your intelligence. Does drinking alcohol kill your brain cells? This is a popular myth that's been floating around for quite some time. However, the truth is, while excessive alcohol consumption can indeed damage dendrites and synapses, it doesn't necessarily lead to a widespread neuronal death. These dendrites and synapses are crucial for communication between neurons, so the damage can still have significant effects on cognitive and bodily functions. So while it's best to drink responsibly, a glass of wine won't wipe out your neurons. Can you simply boost your IQ? This is a myth that's been floating around for ages. The fact is, IQ is a complex trait influenced by a mix of genetic and environmental factors. It's not something you can just inflate at will. Sure, education and rich experiences can enhance certain cognitive abilities, but there's no universal, one-size-fits-all method to increase IQ. So while you can enhance your cognitive abilities, there's no magic button to boost IQ. Do more wrinkles mean more intelligence? This is a myth that has been floating around for quite some time. In reality, The convolutions of the brain, the gyri and sulci, do increase the surface area for cognitive processes. But the relationship between these convolutions and intelligence is far from straightforward. Intelligence is influenced by a myriad of factors, and the number of brain wrinkles is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. So, wrinkles don't necessarily equate to wisdom. We've journeyed through the folds of the brain and debunked some common myths. From the 10% usage fallacy to the Mozart effect, the regenerative power of neurons, and the elusive nature of IQ, we've traversed a landscape of misconceptions. The human brain is a marvel of complexity, a network of intricate connections that defy simple categorizations. Remember, the brain is a complex machine and there's still so much to discover. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the human mind.